Tesla's caught on fire. 100 million Teslas recalled. Elon Musk hates Disney? Now, while 99% of these things aren't true, I can see why there are tons of people out there who wouldn't even go near a Tesla. Actually, I can see why there are tons of people out there who don't even want to be near an electric car at all because of all the charging issues. Let me know in the comments below if there's anyone out there, your friends, or even yourself, who's afraid of having 2 electric cars in your household because you're afraid something might go wrong. And I get it, for short trips, electric cars make sense, but what about those super long road trips? We just went on a road trip to Austin, Texas, and it was supposed to only be a 19-hour drive, but it took an additional extra 4 hours just for charging. But I still love my Tesla Model Y and electric vehicles. But for the people who just want a taste of both worlds, is the all-new Lexus RX 450h Plus the right car for you? I'm Everydaychris, and today we're going to see if you should get the Lexus 450h Plus plug-in hybrid or a Tesla. Let's do it. The epitome of craftsmanship, the durability and longevity of a car that will last and last and last. Everyone and everyone's grandma knows that Lexus is known for their reliability and comfort. It's a tame car and they never push the car to the limits. However, you get a car that can last with minimal issues. I've had my first Lexus RX 350 7 years ago, and the only thing that really changed is some ambient lighting, better lane keep assist, as well as a digital rear view mirror. The Lexus RX has been a pioneer of what a reliable SUV is, as it's constantly ranked as the most reliable car by J.D. Power year after year. Over the year, the car got better and better with styling refinements and attention to detail. However, it was always lacking something. And if you thought that something was more power, you're still wrong. However, they do have an all-new F-Sport hybrid version with a stronger engine that outputs 366 horsepower compared to the usual 275. This plug-in hybrid offers a solid 37 miles of all-electric range and a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine working together to give around 480 miles on a single tank of gas with the help of the battery. If you have your gear shifter, it's confusing in the beginning, but you get used to it. You go left and up to reverse, left and down to drive, and down again to go into the manual shifter mode, and you press P to park. You get a cool soccer mom time of a 0 to 60 in 6.2 seconds. Overall, it's not the fastest, but again, it's a Lexus. You trade the performance with reliability, longevity, and extreme comfort. Road bumps, potholes, I don't feel it. It's such a smooth driving car. Handling around corners is okay. It feels like a Lexus. Now this car is in sports mode, and when it's in sports mode, you can either engage the battery as well as the hybrid engine or just the battery. If I put it just in EV mode, you get that EV torque and the engine shuts off completely, and it's pretty much a Lexus RX electric vehicle. Until the battery runs out, then it automatically switches to the hybrid engine, which isn't the fastest, but not the slowest. And it's all real engine noise. There's absolutely no regenerative braking from the electric motors itself. What Toyota and Lexus does is they use the brake pedal to provide that regenerative braking force. When you push on the brake pedal, you're actually generating energy back into the battery. But the beauty with this Lexus RX plug-in is you could treat this car like a full electric vehicle without ever needing to fill up gas at all. And in the few days that I've driven it, I've blasted the heater, and the range has been very, very accurate. Now, of course, this Lexus comes standard with all the safety features, like you could see signs on the road. It has a digital latch system where if you open it and there's a bicyclist coming by, it won't let you open the door, which is a super nifty feature. As an added upgrade, you can even have the Lexus Park itself, and I've used Tesla's auto park feature, and this one is actually surprisingly a little bit better than Tesla's. You could choose to go forward or backwards. It does a great job at figuring out where to go. It shows you what's going on. It shows you what happens after you park and shows you exactly where your car is in the lines, and it works really well. So it's gonna go there. So it tells me where it's gonna go. I'm not doing anything. I just have my foot ready on the brake just in case. What? Oh, it's gonna forward park in. I've never seen that before in any car brand. Wow. That's not bad. You get a digital rear view mirror, a 360 panoramic view monitoring system so you can see the full view of your car. You also have this cool feature where it uses your face to load a profile every time you get into the car, just like Face ID in an iPhone. Overall, it has very similar features to my Lexus from 7 years ago. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I've always been a fan of their triple beam headlights. It's super bright at night. It also has integrated cornering lights as well in the fog light. And of course, a beautiful heads-up display to assist with driving that shows you speed, acceleration, and navigation. Now, we all know what a Tesla Model Y looks like at this point. It's like the new Camry. I see it everywhere I go. I think people fail to realize that Tesla is still a fairly new company. It started in 2003 versus 1937 in Toyota and Lexus. They're still constantly building new plants and learning new things. And yet this electric company is surpassing automotive brands that have been doing this for centuries. So this video isn't really about a Tesla versus a Lexus. It's about whether the Lexus 450h plug-in hybrid is a good option for those of you who are too afraid to be an all-electric household. There's so many benefits of having an electric car. Not having to worry about gas, not having to worry about engine maintenance. But again, for those of you that just want that peace of mind of having a car with gas and really good gas mileage, the Lexus plug-in is one of the most tame cars that hasn't changed in decades. You don't see people on YouTube creating videos on how to drive a Lexus for the first time or going into a deep dive on how to use all the settings. It's very intuitive and it just works. It's because the Lexus doesn't need one. It's simple and easy to use. There's no crazy features that make it unique and exciting. If you hate gizmos and gadgets and you're afraid of new tech, the Lexus is gonna be for you. Now make sure you guys like and subscribe to this channel. I did a video where I compared the cost breakdown versus an electric car versus a gas car. I also did a video where I broke down the cost of how much it costs someone to own a Tesla with over 100,000 miles on it. So for only $4,000 more, you can get a Tesla Model X, or you can save $26,000 and get a Tesla Model Y. I just want to thank Lexus for allowing me to have this car for review, but I could say whatever I want about it, good or bad. Like this. Like, what is this thing? So you have your headlight right here. Beautiful, by the way. But then you have like this weird black piece. Is it like a sensor? Is it just to fill in the gap because they forgot to create and fill the whole headlight in? Because this is the plug-in version, you only get the luxury trim version. You don't get the F-Sport version, which is what I really like. This paint is a $500 upgrade and it's called Cloudburst Gray. And it looks amazing. Of course, it's been raining here in sunny SoCal, so you can't really see it in all its glory because it's dirty, but man, it's beautiful. You also have a ton of different paint color choices to choose from. Now, Lexus has been making their Lexus RX models in Canada for some time now, but the hybrid models and this plug-in has been made in Fukuoka. Am I saying that correctly? Fukuoka, Japan. So that's kind of cool to see their craftsmanship because this bad boy has zero build quality issues. There's zero panel gaps. Everything is perfect. The trim is amazing. The door seals are perfect. There is zero issues with this car. I don't know any Lexus owners who are picking up their Lexus and have a delivery checklist with them to make sure there aren't any issues when they take delivery of their car. Now, with the Tesla, don't let the media fool you. The build quality has gotten a lot better and it's not that bad. Sure, maybe sometimes the panels aren't aligned perfectly, the headlight isn't aligned as well, and also the seals may not be perfect. And overall, it's not too bad, but I can see how people can be upset about it, especially when you pay $80,000 or more for a car. So back to Lexus. You have this new amazing spindle grille that kind of flows from here all the way down to the diffuser in the bottom. I've always liked the look of the RX ever since they updated it, and I think it looks really good. You have a front-facing camera for the 360 monitoring system, super sexy triple beam headlights, black accents, fog lights, as well as fake air vents. This plug-in model also comes standard 21-inch wheels, and I really like how Lexus has now switched their wheel arch trim to the body paint color instead of doing plastic. It just feels more premium and nice and luxurious, and something you see in a lot of like German cars. And because we have the luxury model, that chrome though. We got the chrome trim. I hate the chrome. In the F Sport package, it's not chrome, so that's nice. What do you guys think? You guys like chrome? Let me know in the comments below who here out there still likes the chrome trim. You have the gas tank on the left side. Man, I haven't seen this in a long time. And on the right rear bumper of the Lexus, you get a new lid, which is the charging plug. When both doors are open, it looks like the RX has ears. So this doesn't support high-speed charging, but with an 18 kilowatt-hour battery, you don't need to fast charge this bad boy. It accepts the standard J1772 plug, and it can charge 0 to 37 minutes in about 2.5 hours. Now, moving on to the rear, I love the single-piece tail light. A lot of car manufacturers are doing it now, and I love it. Instead of the classic Lexus logo, you get the words Lexus spelled out. You get a power liftgate with an optional kick sensor. Hiya! And you get the H Plus badge, which shows it's the plug-in model. You have LED taillights and you have exhaust at the bottom. They honestly did a really good job with the look of the refreshed Lexus RX. So because this is not an all-electric car, actually their all-electric Lexus RZ doesn't have a front storage space either. So never mind. As far as cargo space goes, it's very similar to the previous Lexus models. It's wide enough for me to fit an entire pallet. With the seats up, it offers around 29.6 cubic feet of storage, and you can press the button to bring the second row seats down, and it offers 46 cubic feet of storage. It's nice to see the second row able to fold down in a 40-20-40 split, which means the middle seat can fold down independently of the outer two seats. Overall, the look of the RX is awesome, but what is this thing? What is that shark fin thing? I've heard people say it's like an antenna. I've heard people say it holds the GPS and helps aerodynamics. They also have an AC 120 volt plug, but from the menu, you can switch it to 1500 watts. Let's see how much wheel well storage there is. 0. There's enough space for your charging kit. There's also some storage space for the tire repair kit as well, but that's pretty much it. With Tesla, it's one of the cleanest designs around. The Tesla Model X has falcon wing doors that are super cool and allows you to easily load and unload stuff in the second row. You get tons of cameras to assist with Tesla's driving system that works so well. Overall, the Tesla makes solid looking cars. What makes Tesla so awesome is storage space. In all models, you get front trunk space and trunk space under the cargo area. You also get tons of interior space in the Y and X, allowing you to fold down the seats in a 40-20-40 split in the Y and a 60-40 split in the X. The Model Y offers a total of 76 cubic feet of storage space with the seats down, and the X offers 91.6 cubic feet of storage with the seats down, which is almost double the Lexus RX. Moving on to the Lexus Interior. Man, the door panels on the RX are so beautiful. It has this textured suede material. Everything feels so premium with lots of cushion. You also have the 21 speaker Mark Levinson sound system that looks and sounds amazing. There's no door handles on the Lexus anymore, so again you get that cool digital latch. The interior offers 3 colors: black, macadamia, which is a light brown, and peppercorn, which is a dark brown. I do miss the sportier red interior in the F Sport models, but this is the luxury model, so you get the luxury. It also supports 10-way lumbar support, and they also have something new called radiant knee heating that heats up your leg, but honestly I found it to be mild and not that warm. It has a leather trimmed heated steering wheel, but again, with Lexus, they don't really make it that warm, and the heat isn't really that strong, even on the hottest setting. The steering wheel is updated, and they have these buttons, but are also touch-sensitive buttons, which is cool. You have wireless charging, USB-C ports, and a good amount of storage space. The center storage is also cool, and it opens both ways for the passenger and the driver. Honestly, the updated interior is beautiful. They shifted it towards the driver, so it's like a cockpit. Everything is easy to access and touch, and they have physical knobs for climate control as well as volume control, and a few for front defrost and rear defrost. In the center, you have the 14-inch display that supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Infotainment-wise, it's a Lexus. It's simple and it works. I do love how you can use your car as a hotspot, so that's cool. And they finally added multicolor ambient lighting. It looks beautiful at night. It's subtle, but it adds a lot of personality to your car. You still have tons of buttons. However, they definitely decreased it, and most of the stuff is on the screen. They went with matte matte black. There's a ton of gloss black, but it's not that bad, so it definitely is a fingerprint magnet. They also have a digital rear view mirror and free home link, guys. It's free. If you guys didn't know, in the Tesla, you have to actually pay if you have a Model 3 or Model Y to get the home link feature. You get the panoramic moonroof that still has a giant beam. I really wish they really went just with a single piece full glass. One thing I love is they have a cover so you can cover the roof if it's too hot or bright. And it's something you can't get in a Tesla Model Y, unless you get an aftermarket accessory. Now again, I'm 6'3" and the Lexus RX is comfortable, but it's not the most comfortable. My hair touches this piece here. My knees don't have tons of space, but overall for most people, it does fine. So again, 37 miles, full electric mode. You can press these buttons to switch between all electric, the hybrid engine, or if you run out of battery, you can use the hybrid engine to charge the battery, which doesn't really make any sense. One thing I always didn't like was that if I switch to sport mode, when I start the car again, it defaults back to the regular mode, and it still does that. Visibility is great in the RX. There's windows everywhere, and you have so much visibility in the rear view mirror. In the second row, you have super comfortable heated and cooled seats. You have switches at the bottom to recline the seat. You also have air vents in the center with the climate functions, and you can move the passenger seat forward with the buttons on the side. And you also have USB-C plugs as well. This model also comes with a sunshade and digital latch. In the center, you can bring down the middle for cup holders and a little bit more storage. Legroom is okay. I mean, you have the transmission tunnel in the middle, which takes up space, so it is a little cramped. And I also didn't have that much headspace. Overall, if you're coming from an older Lexus RX and you want to upgrade to something with electric battery power, get this car. Now, going from another car to a Tesla is a bit of a learning curve. I have tons of Tesla videos on how to drive a Tesla for a first time, as well as something unique called one pedal driving, where you never have to touch the brake, and stuff on how to deal with the infotainment unit on the Tesla. So check that out if you guys are getting a Tesla. However, I spoke to new Tesla owners and they told me once they get used to the overwhelming features and the driving, it's not that hard to drive. Now, when we had our Toyota Prius Prime, the one thing we loved is the all-electric mode. When it switched to hybrid mode or lawnmower mode, it was super slow. And we loved the all-electric mode. However, over time, those miles faded real fast. It was at one point we were charging to 100% and we were only getting like 15 or 17 miles when we were supposed to get around 27. Now I'm hoping they fix this issue and the Lexus RX plug-in hybrid doesn't have to deal with that. But this is what's so awesome about owning a plug-in hybrid car like the Lexus behind me. It kind of gets you into the motions of owning a full electric car. There were days where I forgot to plug in the car, but it's okay because it has that hybrid engine as a backup. But being able to go to work and do my Costco errands without using an ounce of gasoline, only a battery, was pretty awesome. With Tesla, I mean, it's a full electric vehicle. You plug in every night, you get a full charge, and you're ready to go, and it lasts you a few days, no problem. The beauty with Teslas is that there's no maintenance. You don't have to worry about oil changes or anything like that. All you have to do is rotate your tires, fill up more windshield washer fluid, and that's pretty much it. And if there are any issues, Tesla has mobile service that actually comes to your home to get those issues fixed. Now, Lexus, it's a premium brand. You do an oil change, you get a loaner. There's a recall, you get a loaner. They take care of you no matter what, and I really like that about Lexus. After I had a few recalls done on my Lexus RX, I had zero issues with the car. It was all reliable. Tesla, on the other hand, do things a little bit differently. If there are any issues, they may have a loaner, or you may get Uber credits. The service isn't a we'll take care of it no matter what type of mentality. It's more like, is it within spec? And if it is, then they're not gonna fix it. I had issues with my Tesla high voltage battery, which is pretty much the battery. It's like where your miles go. And that died and I got it replaced under warranty, so it was free. I also had issues with some of the cameras, as well as the trunk hinges, and luckily it was all within the warranty, so it was all fixed. And since then, I haven't really had any issues with the car. Toyota and Lexus have been my go-to cars for a good reason. It's the least hassle and the least amount of maintenance. I drive the car and that's it. And with the plug-in model, ask anyone who gets a Lexus, and the whole point of getting a Lexus is to drive it to the ground. However, I still really miss my Tesla. The convenience, the technology, and the features, having over 300 miles of range and not having to worry about gas ever is awesome. I think the Lexus 450h Plus plug-in hybrid is the perfect option for all those people out there who have any doubt in their mind. It's a good step in the right direction on having a taste of electric, but having gas as a backup. When you're buying your Lexus, don't forget you have to deal with dealer markups as well, compared to Tesla where you order online and that's it. Also, if you get a Tesla Model X, the gross vehicle weight rating is over 6,000 pounds. So if you have a business, you can deduct that as a business write-off. And because it's an all-electric vehicle, the Model Y and the Model X both qualify for a $7,500 tax credit or point of sale rebate right on the spot, making it even cheaper. And also, both vehicles do qualify for the California HOV sticker, so you don't need another person driving in the HOV lane. If you want luxury, get a Lexus. If you want fun, quirky technology features in a car, get a Tesla. Regardless, the choice is yours. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.